I said, I love Ja Morant, but if you leave for 20 games, the team is 18-2 and better offensively, efficiency-wise. When you leave, you're not an MVP. You're just great. Ice cream's great. The refrigerator or freezer it's in is more valuable, right? Twitter's great. The iPhone's more valuable. Giannis, to me, last night, that was the picture of valuable. Both ends of the floor. Nick Wright is now joining us live. He's got a new podcast, What's Right with Nick Wright. So, I don't know. You release, before you get to your MVP ladder, which you have, which I saw this morning in the lobby as I walked by, was last night a validation of, let's stop falling in love with flashy point guards. That's what an MVP looks like.
Well, you don't have to tear down poor Ja Morant to build up Giannis. Listen, yes, Giannis is the MVP. I think it is incredibly close. And I think that with 6-7 games left, it could change. But if it is this close, I am good with going with the guy who also happens to be the defending Finals MVP and the best player alive, and he does it on both ends.
Yeah.
And this is, to me, last night was a validation. Colin, I know you and everyone seem to feel like that the 2020 season was 35 years ago. We all talk about the Lakers championship like it happened in the dead ball era as opposed to the second most recent title that's been awarded. But if you remember the Western Conference playoffs that year, it was gentleman's sweep, gentleman's sweep, gentleman's sweep for the Lakers. I think that's what the Bucks are about to do to the East.
Yeah.
I do not think there's a team in the East that can take them 6, let alone 7. I think they are clearly the best team and clearly have the best player.
Okay, so go to your MVP ladder. How do you see it?
Yeah. So listen, Ja Morant was on it, but he did drop off it. Tatum and Booker deserve consideration for the final spot because of team success and how good they've been. Then there's a big gap. There are 4 actual candidates. Jokic is not the caliber of player that I think should be a back-to-back MVP. We've done it 12 times. 11 of them are all-timers, and the other one's Steve Nash. We've talked about this before. If they all got together in a room, it's Kareem and Michael and Magic and LeBron and Bird and Steph hanging out on one side and Nash over in the corner. If you add Jokic, he's in the corner with Nash. Everybody knows it. And his team's the 6th seed, so let's eliminate him with respect to him.
That's fair.
Embiid has a strong case.
Yes.
Especially dealing with the Ben Simmons stuff. He's a two-way player.
Yep.
Luka, nobody's talking about Luka other than me. I don't think he's going to win it.
No.
But he's 28, Colin. This will shock you. The Mavs are 1 game out of having the 3rd best record in the entire league.
Yeah.
The only teams we know that'll finish with a better record than them are Memphis and Phoenix. It's Luka and a bunch of guys. He's 28, 9-9. However, he doesn't have the two-way impact. And so, to me, Giannis, he's 30, 12, and 6. Again, we're numb to the numbers. 30, 12, and 6 for, I think, going to be the number 1 seed in the East. And last night, he saves the game on defense. And one other thing for the historical precedent, because I mentioned the back-to-back MVPs that I don't think Jokic belongs in that group. The historical precedent of our true greatest of the greats is they won their MVPs in bunches. Kareem won 5 in 10 years and won 3 out of 4 years at least once. Larry won 3 in a row. Michael won 3 out of 4. Magic won 3 out of 4. LeBron won 4 out of 6. Wilt and Russell both won 3 in a row. Moses won 3 out of 5. It makes sense for Giannis to win 3 out of 4. I understand the idea of, well, LeBron didn't win it every year. Michael didn't win it every year. We can't give it to Giannis every year. That's fine. But we literally didn't give it to Giannis last year. So usually when the best player in the league is not the defending MVP, and has an MVP caliber season, he gets it the next year. Right now, this moment, I think it's Giannis.
Listen, there are these granular moments in life when people show you who they are. And if they always say thin slicing, go with your gut. When Anthony Davis, off the championship year, knowing LeBron was going to kind of pass the baton to him, dude, you play 38 minutes, I'm going to slide back to 30, he came in out of shape. He told everybody who he was. And I'd said at that time, I'm out. You got a title. He's a declining player physically. I'm out. So I saw Brian Windhorst. I don't know if you know him. Great guy. He said they're going to discuss moving him. And I thought, as I've been watching Winning Time, which is fantastic, And I thought to myself, let's not talk Westbrook. He's kind of what you thought he would be. You got a title out of him. I think it's imperative for an old LeBron. I can make an argument Kawhi and AD are the opposite of what LeBron needs now. He needs somebody that can be there and be available. Trade AD, your thoughts?
Well, so listen, I understand the point, but I need somebody, and you're right, Wendy is a great guy and does great work. So I'm not doubting his reporting. But I need somebody to complete the sentence for me. Trade AD for whom? For what? Because if LeBron is still there, you are focused, you should be on the here and the now. LeBron is 38-6 this year when he is almost 38 years old. It's impossible, but it's happening. If you're going to trade Anthony Davis for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a bunch of picks, how does that make you better? Because again, I understand that everyone likes to act like the Lakers championship happened in the 90s, but it happened 18 months ago. And 18 months ago, in those playoffs, Anthony Davis de-pantsed Nikola Jokic, averaged 28 and 10 in the playoff run, and was 32 points and 34 points in his first two career finals games. If you are going to trade him, you need to trade him for a guy who we think, or guys, can produce up to that level in the postseason. So yeah, if there is a Anthony Davis trade available that brings you in Damian Lillard, okay, yeah, I'll talk about that. That brings you in another star player or two outstanding proven role players, I guess I would listen to it. But I think what you're going to get is young players and picks, and that doesn't coincide with LeBron going into year 20.
All right, so I've not been a buyer of the Brooklyn Nets. The whole thing didn't make sense. I wouldn't have left Golden State to go to Brooklyn. I'm not teaming with Kyrie. Then two ball-centric guys, Kyrie and Harden, and then a player that I don't even think loves basketball and Ben Simmons. None of it makes sense. But I don't buy Chicago, I don't buy Miami, and I don't buy Boston. I have got the best small closer and arguably the best big closer. You can't tell me Brooklyn's not a live championship contender.
No,
are they not?
I can. No, Colin. Listen, so last night in a game the Nets have to have where KD plays great, it's 108 with 5 minutes left in the fourth against the Pistons. And that's because so what we are asking, to forget win the title, just make the finals. We are asking a team that is, objectively speaking, I know everyone likes him as a guy, but a very poorly coached team that has no depth whatsoever. They're playing, the last few games, Andre Drummond, Goran Dragic, and Patty Mills are playing 75 combined minutes. Means you have no depth. You, in addition to that, have the worst defense of any playoff team by a significant margin.
No, I saw them the other night.
Awful defense.
Yeah, no, they're terrible defensively.
And by the way, they're going to have to do it from the 8th seed. Why does anyone believe this can happen? Everyone's like, you're making too much of one game, the Pistons game. Okay, am I making too much of the 75 games they played before it? They're the 8th seed. They're the 8th seed for a reason. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest players ever. And by the way, again, I'm sorry to do this for a third time, but people do this weird thing with NBA seasons where the Lakers championship was 11 years ago, but Kyrie's last great playoff moment, which actually did happen 5 years ago, we act like was recent. Last time we've seen Kyrie have a great playoff moment was 2017. We're like, Kyrie Irving in the playoffs is terrifying. Is he? I mean, not since Obama was president, but sure, maybe. Guys, it's Kevin Durant. And I mean, Durant, by the way, since he came back from the injury, Nash is playing him 40 minutes every night because every once in a while I think Nash forgets, that's my job. I'm the one that tells guys go in and go out. They have no chance.
Okay, I'll throw this out.
And so
Brooklyn, everybody's fallen in love with Boston. I'm not. I've seen it before. They are classic, built to win in the regular season. Don't have a second closer I trust. Yeah. So Brooklyn faces Boston tomorrow. Who do you take?
I think that's a coin flip series.
Okay.
But here's my point. My point is this. If it were March Madness and it were one and done, Brooklyn could win the title. But the idea that a team that has struggled all year to put together 4 straight good games is going to put together 4 straight good weeks, which is just enough to get to Milwaukee, where they're going to kick your teeth in anyway. Like, they are not. At some point, you have to believe who people say they are. And the Nets have told us all year, we're a terrible defense.
Fair.
We're an unserious team. And so I understand people have visions of Kevin Durant dancing in their heads, and I get it. He's one of the greatest players we've ever seen. The rest of the team is broken. And it should be noted, since Kyrie is no longer allowed to just play once a week, he ain't dropping 55 anymore, is he? It's like, oh, man, I got to do this again? Yeah, buddy. It's called the schedule. Everyone else has been playing it. Try to catch up. So the 60-point Kyrie stuff ain't coming.
All right. He's got a new podcast, What's Right with Nick Wright. You'll get more of this sort of intensity and passion, which I absolutely love. He makes me laugh. He's my buddy. It's great seeing you, my man.
You too. Talk to you guys later.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.